I bought this house with the money I made. I swim in this wonderful pool every day. We have 4 luxury cars in our garage. We have a full kitchen staff and servers. My parents left their jobs last year because, thanks to me, they're millionaires. They don't need to work anymore. So, how did I make a fortune? Hang tight. I'll tell you something you'll probably never hear again. I owe all this fortune to a disease. More specifically, a genetic disorder. You heard that right. Thanks to this genetic disorder, I can make thousands of dollars by working only a few days a month. Now I'm going to tell you all about this interesting condition I have and how it made me a millionaire. The medical term for my condition is congenital insensitivity to pain. It's called CIP for short. You could call it the not able to feel physical pain disorder. It's a genetic disorder. There are tons of videos on YouTube about people with it. You might have watched one of those, but I'll still briefly explain to you what my disease is, because it's really interesting. First of all, this is a very rare disease. It's estimated that there are only 500 CIP patients in the world. Although it's recognized as an issue that has to do with genes, the real cause is unknown. To put it simply, my brain doesn't know what pain is. This is why I can't feel pain when I should. Don't be jealous. This is not a good thing at all. I'll explain with an example. Normally, feeling pain is a defense mechanism. Let's say you're in the shower. You turned on the hot water by mistake. In that second, you feel intense pain and turn the hot water off immediately to avoid burning yourself. My process doesn't go that way. If I accidentally turn on the hot water, I don't feel any pain. So I can't tell if the water is hot enough to burn my skin. I continue showering with boiling water. Meanwhile, I get these deep burns in my skin, but I can only tell that I got them when I get out of the shower and see the wounds. It can take months for my skin to heal and recover. As you can tell from this example, people who don't feel pain lack an important bodily defense mechanism. On the other hand, I have to say there are advantages to being a CIP patient. It hurts like hell when you hit your pinky toe, right? I'm lucky that way. Even if my pinky toe is broken, I don't feel pain. Similarly, when I step on a Lego piece, it doesn't hurt. I don't feel bee stings. My mosquito bites don't itch. I don't have menstrual pain. I've never had a tooth or headache in my life. But not feeling pain doesn't make me a superhero either. Let's say I went camping in nature. A snake bit me while I was walking among the trees. Naturally, I'd feel no pain, but if the snake was poisonous, I'd be affected by its bite. I could even die. I was diagnosed with this condition at the age of 4. My family bought a pair of roller skates for my birthday. I was teaching myself how to skate in front of our house. After trying for a long time, I learned how to keep my balance. Shortly after that, I could skate easily, but there was a significant problem. I didn't know how to brake yet. There was a small cactus patch on the side of the road. I couldn't brake, so I flew straight into the cactus. My face, my back, my arms, and my feet were stuck by cactus spikes everywhere. I went home covered in spikes. It was my mom's day off. She screamed when she saw me. I smiled at her and said, "Mom, come out and watch me. I can skate now." "Sadie, you have needles all over your body. Doesn't it hurt, honey?" my mom asked, apparently shocked. "I don't know, Mom. What does that mean? What happens when it hurts?" I replied. My mom was even more shocked when she realized I didn't know what hurt meant. When my dad came home that night, she told him what had happened. They sat me down and asked some questions. Then they did a few tests. My mom nervously pricked my arm with a needle. They were shocked when I told them it didn't hurt at all. "When you were a baby, you never cried while getting vaccinated." I was always surprised about that, but I never thought you were unable to feel the pain, my mom said. The next day, we went to a doctor specializing in this issue. They ran some tests on me at the hospital, and I got diagnosed with CIP. There is no treatment for this genetic disorder. Patients have to take care of themselves for the rest of their lives. As I said earlier, pain is one of the body's defense mechanisms. Some people lose their lives because they can't feel pain. I think you now have enough information about my condition. So, how did my disorder make me rich? That's what's next. Also, I'm going to need your advice on an issue at the end of my story. It was about a year and a half ago. We were on our way to visit my grandmother. We had a terrible traffic accident. Our car swerved, went off the road, and flipped over 3 times before landing in the woods. When I opened my eyes, I realized my parents were unconscious. I wasn't in good shape myself either. I was obviously injured, but thanks to CIP, I didn't feel anything. That's how I was able to call 911 and let them know about the accident.